What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Chig coming at you with the other Might of the Earth D3 guide. Before we get started, though, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, anything you can do to help out the channel for free. Also, don't forget, we're doing a giveaway. As soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm either going to give away a copy of D4 or a different video game of your choice, depending on the timeline in which we hit 1,000. Hoping it gets there before then. Anyway, let's hop right into it. Same thing as before. We have got the 6-piece Spires of the Earth, but this time we're only wearing 5 because we're using Ring of Royal Grandeur in this build. So, 2 set. Reduces the cooldown of Earthquake, Avalanche, Leap, and Ground Stomp by 1 second for every 30 Fury you spend with an attack. 4 set. Leap causes an Earthquake when you land. Additionally, Leap grants the effect of the Iron Impact rune, and the rune's effect and duration are increased by 150%. So it's going to be making us tanky. Increase the damage of Earthquake, Avalanche, Leap, Ground Stomp, Ancient Spear, and Seismic Slam by 20,000% is the 6-piece. And then we are also using the 3-set Captain Crimson's. Reduces cooldowns and resource costs by 20%, and all damage dealt is increased by your percentage of cooldown reduction, and damage taken is reduced by your percentage of resource cost reduction. Okay, we are also using the Endless Walk set, so we've got the Traveler's Pledge and the Compass Rose. So what that does is while you're moving, you take reduced damage. While you're standing still, you deal increased damage. Mordek's Brace, Wrath of the Berserker gains the effect of every rune. We do not have 100% uptime on this build, but it is pretty useful when we have it up. Band of Might, we're using this just for the damage reduction since we're going to be leaping around all the time anyway. It is going to be up 100% of the time. We're using the Fjord Cutter. Seismic Slam attacks 50% faster and deals 124% increased damage against slowed or chilled enemies, which they're all going to be slowed or chilled because we're using Bane of the Trapped. Echoing Fury, this is just for attack speed and movement speed for the most part. It's going to be great. Okay, so the gems. We're using a cooldown gem in the hat. Cooldown is the #1 stat for this build, and we're using all resist gems in the armor. We're using emeralds in the weapons for critical hit damage. We have Bane of the Trapped for dealing more damage and slowing enemies. We have Molten Wildebeest Gizzard to give us the shield and keep us alive. We have the Zaya Stone of Vengeance for the distance. So that's kind of what we're doing here. And, you know, we'll be moving around. You know, you can switch that out. You can switch any of these out. I mean, if you're going to switch anything out, take the Molten Wildebeest Gizzard out and put in like a Bane of the Stricken or something. Anyway, we are also using Ring of Royal Grandeur in the cube. Bracers of Destruction. Seismic Slam deals 500 increased damage to the first 10 enemies hit. And we're using Fury of the Vanquished Peaks. Reduces the Fury cost of Seismic Slam by 50% and increases its damage by 500%. So your stat priority on this build, I happen to get really good gloves, is going to be cooldown, crit, area damage. Cooldown is your biggest thing. As you can see, we do not have a generator, so we are generating while having by using our skills here. So Warcry, cooldown 20 seconds, gives us 20 Fury, right? So we're using this basically on cooldown to keep it up. Wrath of the Berserker, everybody knows what this does. We get all the runes, 50% increased damage, toughness, all that. Seismic Slam Permafrost. Slam the ground, create a sheet of frost that deals 755 weapon damage as cold and chills enemies. So this is also going to keep things chilled if we're not beside it. Leap, Call of Ariat. This is pulling things into us to stack them up tighter. Call the Ancient's Fury. Every time an Ancient deals damage, we get 4 Fury. So this is going to be our main generator most of the time when we have it up. It's a long cooldown, but when it's up, it's amazing. And then Battle Rage Bloodshed. Deal damage equal to 20% of your recent critical hits to all enemies within 20 yards every 1 second. So we're going to constantly have that up and be doing damage. Boon of Bolkathos. This is going to reduce the Call of the Ancients and the Wrath of the Berserker each by 30 seconds. No Escape. This just increases the damage of Weapon Throw, Seismic Slam, hey, Ancient Spear and Avalanche by 30% against enemies more than 15 yards away. So we're going to be slamming the ground and then walking away, slamming the ground, walking away. Rampage increases your strength by 1% for 8 seconds after killing or assisting in killing an enemy. This effect stacks 25 times, so we're going to have 25% extra strength basically at all times. And then Ruthless, you deal 40% additional damage to enemies below 30% HP. So I'm just going to show you guys. I do not have very good gear. I have 5,269 strength. I have no paragons in strength, and we're going to do a 90, and we are going to decimate it. And I'm just going to show you the fun of this build. It's actually not bad at all. Like, I like it because like you just kind of get to run around and you jump and you smack stuff. And so leap and war cry are going to be the things that give you constant fury back. And then on top of that, when your ancients are up, they basically keep you at full fury because they keep hitting things. But other than that, you just want to kind of leap around, use what you can when you can, leap, dunk, 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 you know, like, yeah, so until you're completely optimized, it's a little tough to keep up fury. Not gonna lie, because this build does require some cooldown. Like I said, I don't have mine completely optimized. I could reroll a bunch of stuff for cooldown. I can make sure I had way more cooldown. I could make it better, right? But the whole point of me doing these guides is to show you that you don't have to have the best everything for these builds to work. And as you can see, we're shredding the timer. We're doing tons of damage. We're just decimating the world here, and we literally don't have anything optimized. We just have a crafted primal in my offhand because I did craft the primal Echoing Fury. We have 8 billion toughness, which is obscene. And then, yeah, we just get to run around and basically do what we want. This is one of those, it's not fast, but it's fun builds. Like, you get to, like, just smack the ground and watch things evaporate. Like, it's a lot of fun to play. It's got some interesting animations. You get to kind of play with your positioning and stuff, and you actually have to like think of when to spend your resource. You have to pay attention to, you know, when your cooldowns are up, because you have to manage when you're going to have resource and when you're not. So like it's kind of fun just to take that part into consideration too, right? And then when you have your ancients up, you get to go crazy. So I mean, it's kind of like, okay, cool, we're gonna do the thing, we're gonna do the thing, we're gonna do the thing. Oh yeah, hey, still doing the thing, right? So it's kind of fun. And by kind of fun, I mean I really like this build, but hey. All right, so we got the Guardian. Let's see. It's gonna take me a minute to kill him because I don't have any resource, right? So here, you know, obviously if you had the Bane of the Stricken, it would come in handy. And then now I get to pop my Ancients, and now I just get to hold down Seismic Slam, and he's going to melt, right? So, yeah. Easy money, easy money, easy money. Just over 3 minutes. Like I said, it's not fast, but it's fun. And, yeah. If you like this kind of playstyle, I mean, it's a fun build. It's not super strong. It's not super weak. It's kind of in the middle, but, you know, just something different. If you want to try something else out, give this one a shot, and let me know what you think down in the comments. Otherwise, thanks for sticking around. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Anything you can do to help out the channel for free. And yeah, get those legendaries, guys.